Good morning, everybody. We are in day 21. We're on the other side of the 40 days, but we're moving deeper into what we're doing. And I'm so excited to have a check-in and see how everyone is doing. This is a live Zoom. I'm Linda Rosenthal, and I have been doing my mantra meditation for 40 days. And we are expanding the love lives here energy and the vibration of doing the chanting. I know some of you started not at day 1, but you started maybe in day 10, or maybe you're seeing this for the first time and you think you might want to start your mantra mala meditation. So just to show you how I do it with my mala, I just would like to take a moment and let you know what 21 days have been like for me. Starting on May 1st, I have my little Buddha. This is where I keep my malas. I was starting in the evening with black lava beads, and this was my before go to bed mala. Dark night, black lava, creating more earth the way lava does, and creating more love with my intention of my mantra meditation. And after 10 days, I was getting into a beautiful rhythm with it. And then I decided to do a morning mantra as well. So I have another set of malas that I'm doing a different chant. And this is my morning is to remove obstacles, any obstacle in the way of my day that is standing in the way of me bringing more love into everything that I'm doing. So it really was focusing, as I'm chanting, focusing on loving myself. What did it feel like? And just being disciplined enough to do the practice was enough to keep me going. This was the first 10 days about love lives here and connecting with myself and having the spiritual discipline and really making sure that every day I did this, not knowing what the end result would be or how I'd be feeling about it, but setting the intention to bring more love and to myself and pay attention. And the next 10 days, which we've just completed, is loving others. So that love was really spilling out into my real life, and I found myself being very busy with being with other people, and kept saying, this is it, this is the connection. It's, there seemed to be more opportunities to be with friends, to be with extra clients and classes and family. So the connection kept getting stronger. And that is what this is, love lives here, connecting with others. Today, we're moving into reconnecting with Mother Earth. So the fact that a mantra mala meditation is really a private, it's a private act that you do, that you're disciplined to do. It is not necessarily with a whole big group of people, although I have to say that next week we will be doing a mantra meditation with a group of about 40 to 60 people at the Convergence in Colorado. So Good of the Whole has been sending their daily digest, and every single day, thank you, Julie, and to Shelley, and to all the people who've been on the team to keep opening love lives here, and to keep raising the vibration, and to keep it in our minds that, yes, this is something that's really going on. And that's why the mantra meditation is a private, I say it's a private act, because it's your intention when you do this at the same time every day, or not at the same time, but that I like to make that imprint. And I have to say that in the evenings, I've been doing the one that I initiated in the beginning, Baba Nam Kevalam. And I've been adding Om to the front of it. Om Baba Nam Kevalam, Om Baba Nam Kevalam, Om Baba Nam Kevalam. And it just kind of rolls off my lips. It's not bubblegum, it's Baba Nam. And I have such a beautiful feeling about it. And I find once I've reached the 108th bead, because you start here and you're counting along and you're pulling it with your thumb, and some malas will have these little marker beads, and I just step right over them. And what they're doing is saying, pay attention, just stay awake, pay attention. And you bring it all the way around until you get to the end, and you realize you've said this 108 times. But in the midst of 108 repetitions, it's not just getting into the rhythm of it, sort of like a trance it is, but there's a deeper mindfulness, especially when we know that what we're connecting with as we're doing it. Baba Nam Kevalam means only the name of the beloved, or love, really. That love is all there is. It's the interpretation of bringing love into now the earth, and all of the ways that we can use our meditation practice to bring love to Mother Earth. Baba Nam Kevalam. And as you're doing it and your eyes are closed, you can be imagining Mother Earth in all of her expressions, meaning that all of her elements come alive as you're chanting the beloved's name and bringing it through you to the planet. You're chanting love to the trees, to the soil, to the rains, to the flowers that are blooming now in the spring, to the mountains, to deserts, to under the ocean, to the sea creatures. Everywhere you are on the planet can move in your own mind, so that you are really being part of a meditation practice that is encompassing Mother Earth and all that she gives us, and the appreciation of it. So that's part of my mantra meditation anyway. But I know that these 10 days to specifically focus more on that, and knowing that from the last 10 days and connecting with others, there's so many more people who are doing their mantra meditation, their mala meditation. So I'm in great gratitude and appreciation that everyone who is doing it is doing it. This is a check-in. I may be checking in with you live on Facebook, but we'll put the recording of this on the mantra page, and those of you who are not with us right now will still be able to get the concepts and the ideas that this is what your meditation is doing, not only for you, not only for others, not only for Mother Earth and all there is, but for all there is. And so it is again another way of that resonant heart coherent field to be practiced and to be expanded, and you're part of it, and I'm grateful for you for that. So I'm going to pause right here and ask anyone if they'd like to share how the practice is going for you. And that would be you, Julie, maybe?
Thanks, Linda. I always love listening to your voice and listening to you continue to deepen into the process and explaining that. So thank you. That was lovely. And I have like 4 different sets of beads, and what my favorite ones are at the lake. And I wish I was wearing them right now because they're my favorite, but they're at the lake. And I've just left them there. And these were gifted to me. And anyway, I, on the last check-in, had mentioned that I forget days. So like I'd start and then I'd forget a day and I'd start over and go for a couple days and I'd forget a day. So in those first 10 days, I didn't have that regularity, that practice going. I was so busy getting pattern and the rhythm of the whole Love Lives Here going. And so I made a commitment the next 10 days to start in the morning every day with my mala practice. And it's lovely. It's so lovely. And it feels so good. Like, oh, I did that, every day. But more than that, I really do find that focused intention meditation every morning like that. I usually meditate, but not doing a mala practice or a mantra like that 108 times. So I add this, and I feel like I've been entering the day much more I'm going to say with beauty and grace. That sounds kind of weird. I was going to say with ease and intention, like focused, but it really is this grace of the day that begins. It's kind of like putting me first instead of the to-do list. It's like so that's been really lovely. That the day feels good. The day feels nourishing from the moment I get up, and that's nice. And then it does feel like the day flows with more ease. And I don't know if that's real or it's me creating this new pattern. But I've also noticed, here's the biggest thing I've noticed. I have, in this reconnection with self and reconnection with other, I've really been setting boundaries, taking care of myself very differently, and saying no when people want something and just, and there's a lot going on. And I've learned how to just say, no, that's not mine to do, which doesn't feel unloving to the reconnect with others during that phase. It felt more loving toward them, in that so often people, I think, need to hear that no, in a way that's like almost a not enabling message anymore. Like, you're a big girl, you can do this kind of thing. Like, so the no's have felt really beautiful and empowering for me. I don't know how they're received on the other end, but I've had several now, and I will just not go into, I'll stay calm, I'll stay in my higher vibrational frequency and just say no in a whole different way. So anyway, that's new. And I'm just going to blame that on the mantra meditation. I'm able to do that now, creating boundaries that are good for everyone. So anyway, that's enough for now. I'm complete.
Thanks, Julie.
If I may ask a question?
Sure, please do.
You mentioned that you have two malas, one that you do in the evening and one that you do in the morning. If I only have one set of mala beads and I wish to do an evening prayer and a morning prayer, can I use the same one? Or once you start the mala process for 40 days with one, you can't use it for something else? Or what?
Yeah, that's a great question.
It's a guy question, I understand, but
no, it really is a good question, because for me, and I want to explain this, I'm doing one particular chant with my black mala beads. I'm only doing Baba Nam Kevalam. I'm not adding a new one. When I added this other mala, I changed my chant. I'm doing one for Om Gum Ganapataye Namaha. It's to Ganesha, to remove obstacles. So this one really is only for a particular mantra, and it's only that mantra that I'm doing with this for these 40 days. I can change it up, and I can do any mantra that I want, but the idea is to stay with that mantra. And I wanted to add that because I didn't want any obstacles in my way to really absorbing what love lives here means. And I wanted to share love as much as possible during my day. So removing any obstacles that my ego could be in the way, or my fears, or my doubts, or any of those things that could block us, or my busyness, is why I chose to start on day 10. Now I'll continue for 40 days when our 40 days are over with my original intention, Baba Nam Kevalam. So I'm continuing that one chant with one set of beads. And I've started another one. You do not have to do that. If you want to do it in the morning and the evening, you can use your mala beads. And let's say you want to do 2 different mantras. You can use the same set of mala beads in the morning. You're infusing this. This becomes a sacred object. I guess much like a crystal could be for people. But it is, or a rosary. This can take a meditation in the morning that's completely different than your evening one, but you're doing the same one with the intention at the same time. So you may say, I am absolutely getting up in the morning, and my morning meditation is, and I don't know, Julie, if you want to share yours or not, but it can be just a simple, I am love, I am love, I am love. And that is your morning meditation. In the evening, if you were going to do Baba Nam Kevalam, you can use your same beads and do that. But the idea is 40 days. You don't have to, or you can, if you want to do it in the morning with one mantra in the morning and that very same mantra in the evening, you can, then you're just infusing more and more into your sacred object and into your conscious mind. And it does begin to, I love, Julie, that you said it's like self-respect, an idea that you're doing something for yourself, and it's in that self-respect and that discipline spills over so that you can gracefully say no. You're setting those boundaries. You're not enabling other people. It is a loving act. And so that's the way it comes out in many different expressions. And the idea is to really stay disciplined for 40 days. I'm excited because we're in the middle now, and we're in day 21. And for the next 10 days, just focusing on this gorgeous planet and all that she gives us. And to really be able to allow her to feel the prayer that we're saying, and that we are loving to her, and that she is loving us and giving us all that we need. And then we'll be moving into the sacred. So that's my check-in for now. Yes, Julie.
Can I ask another question following Bill's? So I took my favorite amethyst mala to the lake, and that's where I began my 10 days. And then I left it there and came back home, so I began using a separate one. So now I'm using 2 different mala beads for the same practice. Is that okay too? I mean, I'm infusing 2, but I'm not doing it 40 days with the same one.
I would say that your intention to do 40 days of that chant is that use what mala beads you have, and just know that you keep infusing it. And if you ever want to continue on, then you'll know these are my, you put them in a beautiful bag, keep them safe. There are certain bags that people use. I don't do that. Like I say, I hang mine around my little Buddha at night, and they're in a safe place, and I know where to get them every day. So no, I think, Julie, that you could just continue and everything that we do that has to do with energy, it's following our thoughts, it's following our intention. So what you could do is take one set of beads, and when you get back to the amethyst ones that you love, infuse them together. Set your intention. I love to use the breath comes from the heart, And when your intention is in your heart and it comes up out through your breath, I would just, do a breath into both malas and say the intention has been set for each one of these to carry the same amount of energy, and continue on the one that you want. Right?
Thank you.
There you go. And Bill, did that answer your question okay?
Yes, it did. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks for the question. Yeah, so I added a little bit of extra spice by adding another mala, but I'm just loving it. So start your day with that peace. Remember every day for the next 10 days to include Mother Earth in your sending of love as you're saying and holding your beads, and really appreciating this planet, knowing what's yours to do and what's yours not to do. It goes for everything. So I thank you. I hope that you'll join us for the next check-in. If not, thank you for watching the recording and for doing your mala mantra. And please don't forget to make some comments on the page. You've registered for loveliveshere.com, so you're getting the good of the whole.com/mantra, and that takes you to the page. Please make your comments there, and tell your friends about it. I know I have a couple of friends who are doing this on a retreat with 40 other people. So it's starting to, the idea is spreading, it's starting to happen, and keep going. So that's it, and namaste to all of you. Thank you for joining me this morning. Mwah. Just stop the recording.